Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be constructing the XV8 Crisis Battlesuits from the Tau starter box. These battlesuits are the big guns. They are infantry that come in small squads, so there's just 3 of them, and they are accompanied by a squad of drones. To assemble these miniatures, the first step is to get the jetpack and the center of the torso. And so first I collected each piece that was in construction of that, and then took away all of the edgings that were from the original molding. That way it wouldn't show up as it appears more of a defect when you've got the final product and it's painted up, because it's armor plating and it would then have a consistent line down the middle of each piece, which will just throw the appearance of it out. As you'll see, as the process is repeated over and over, with cutting out each individual component that then gets assembled into the larger pieces, there's a lot of cleaning up of each individual component before it gets assembled. I made the mistake on the initial torso build with the jetpack that I didn't clean it up first. I just blue tacked it together, so then I had to go back and pull out all the blue tack, clean up all of the mold lines, and remove the injection points where the plastic is actually pumped in to within the mold. That's the point where you cut the pieces out. Just cleaning all of that up takes ages. After the initial construction of the torso and jetpack, I then moved on to assembling the leg pieces, including the pelvis. These held together pretty well, but since it's all ball joints, the blue tack didn't hold as well as when it was the flat joints that connected more seamlessly. I found an issue with the legs is because they're extended and they weren't in a position to support the weight of the miniature for any extended duration. The legs would be overhanging and they would droop down, so the blue tack would it'd give a general idea of what the positions could be, but it's not really suitable for long-term holding them. Not that it's going to be long-term anyway, it's just going to be there for a day before it gets glued together. But there is one step within this process that I did skip, and that's going to be next time, and that's assembling the base. So with the base, there is the transparent spike that comes up from the base into the back of the miniature, and that will support the miniature as though it's flying using the jetpacks, but it also takes the weight off the legs, so that instead of pointing out at an angle like they are right now, they'll be hanging down. So it'll be more suitable for being held together with blue tack, but that's also at the point where I'd prefer to be gluing it together. Once the torso and legs are completed, there's then the chest section to go on the front of the torso, the head to assemble with the antenna that come out of it, and the arms to position. Once that's all in place, I add the shoulder pads and leg armor, the knee joint armor bits, and it's basically ready to go from there. What I did with assembling 2 of the miniatures first is that they are the regular troops of the Crisis Battlesuits. Then I separately went through for the character. The character is the squad commander, essentially, and that way it has the more detailed pieces, slightly more impressive in how it looks, and it'll be something more unique for the paint job as well when it gets to that point. One part that I did skip, which comes at the beginning for assembling the weapons and then at the end for attaching them, is doing the weapons. And that's because I haven't confirmed which weapons I would like to use, So at this stage I'm considering going through assembling all of the weapons, going through painting them, but just using blue tack as the attachment point, even for the first couple of games, just to work out how they work and which ones I'd prefer to have long term. Unless of course I use magnets as a later modification, just so that I can switch them in and out. That's all for today's session. Thanks for watching, and I hope you tune in for tomorrow, where I will be building the drones that come with this set. Have a great day. Bye now.